Alright, let's get started. We got the mountaintops to do. The Citadel of Orteria leaf. What in the world makes it so those guys have inventories? Makes no sense to me. He just knocked me out of the fucking map. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, that's brilliant. Off to a great start. I don't have enough points. $6K for one kill, that's pretty decent. All things considered. Yeah, this time we probably shouldn't be fighting too close to the ledge. Nice amount of money for each kill. Is it more ice storm? It's a spell. Doesn't seem like a particularly useful one though. Let's see. Another just vast empty area. There's some birds. You guys should have stayed in Stormvale. Okay, nothing of particular importance there. That's baked enough. Where could the item be of this area? There's more of those. Okay, but where is the item? There has to be something in this area. There we go. Take a while. Miner's bell bearing 3. Just what we wanted. I actually just remembered I missed one boss at Lindell. I need to go back there and do that one boss I missed. Oh lord. I think I know where it's at though, so. Should be quick. I'll get to the next rest point and then do it. God, I hate this heat, bro. It's incessant. Absolutely insufferable. You are not of much use, are you, buddy? Seems to be like nothing here. Which is all positive. Can we dismount? I'm spamming the button. Yo, hello? There we go. I got the fire prelate helmet. Briars of Punishment. Okay. Whatever. The East Eye Quivers. I do love seeing that message. Very cool. Did I use a whole mine? Oh, I did, okay. I'm so not trustworthy of those things. Silly you. That's a pretty long drop. And nothing there, and... Uh-huh. So this leads us to the boss, potentially. And that leads us to another... drop-off. I wonder where you guys get your weaponry. Let's go down. In the tunnel we saw. I'm fairly interested in where this takes me. It's another long drop to the bottom. I might as well check. Yeah, it seems like nothing there. I don't have Beast of Italia on me. I might as well utilize it. You have absolutely no posture, bro. Alright. Nothing special so far. Well, I tried strafing it. I've never jumped that attack before. Just felt like I could, so might as well. Fire monk's ashes. Those are like terribly useless. Oh, frost. Respectable. Short little side path though, and only gives you ashes. And they're really bad as well, so. Kind of a waste of time. Troll's Greatsword is nice, at least. I don't actually think it's a strong weapon. Yeah, watchdogs. Yeah, stamp up with it. Nice little side thingy, but like I wish it had like an actual reward. That didn't feel that rewarding in all reality. Right. Now let's continue on the actual path. Yeah, these guys are dead. Yeah, yet another drop down. I don't want to short. Nothing below deck. Oh, okay. Interesting layout. Seems purposeful, but I'm not seeing anything that showcases that, so we'll see how it goes. Well, I don't see where they can lead me. That's a lot of explosive fuckers. Okay. That one-shot me. Oh, okay. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. I get a little bit reckless. Pretty sure I could just lose them at the elevator. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I can. Silly. Why are you attacking me? I didn't even aggro you. Okay. Okay, I'm out of it. What is the point even? There's no items, just one jar. I'm confused with this like reward structure. No, not the poison cunts. You guys sadly I have no interest in fighting. Nascent butterfly. Oh. This is another one of those loop-to-loops, isn't it? Yeah, I can already smell it. I did not like the last loop-de-loop, but fine. Just take too long to complete. Longer than I would like. Oh my god, that's a big line sword! I just had to kill the big one, like, come on. AI viewers, bro. I don't want your AI viewers. I don't have anybody to ban you right now. Annoying prick. Ah! God damn it. That basically solves the puzzle of where I'm supposed to go. Right there, just jump to the other side. And that should solve the puzzle. Should be easy now, though. So what would the plan be? Would I just do mountaintops and leave the other side with Niall? And then do Melania afterwards? Is how the fuck am I supposed to get there? Wait, that makes no sense. I don't actually have something to stand on. They didn't put in the thingamajiggy there either. They controlled. Hold up. Something is amiss. Okay, so we're down here. Right, there's like nothing down there. And how the fuck do I get down there? There's enough. There's like, what is the way up? I'm so confused. Oh no, that's just the fall from the other side that I felt before. So that can't be the solution. Huh. Well, I'm stumped. But you see, now I'm confused as to where I'm supposed to go. Nothing in this room, that's for sure, but... this is literally the only way down. Yeah, there's just no way I can get in there. I mean, that there is cleared. Like, is this the... do I need to go back? So utterly confused. Ah, no man. Oh my goodness, I just got scared. Holy. Oh, I literally need to lower the sound of that. My goodness. I'll read your message in a moment. Oh my god. But if you're into online gambling and all that stuff, we can most likely offer a much better deal than what you currently have. Oh yeah, I don't do gambling, sorry. Never did it, never gonna do it, basically. Not my MO, but thank you for the follow. Anyways, but yeah, I don't do gambling, sorry. Not my MO. Holy, I need to change the sound of that. It scared me so hard. Does killing that guy change anything? I do not understand this dungeon. Yeah, it was worth a try. Yeah, I did all of this. I'm doing it again. Seems pointless. All the land squads are dead. That's unfortunate. Let me kill the orange orc here. Well, I am at a loss. Beyond confused. I don't see anywhere to jump to. This was new, right? Like 100% wasn't. And then there's no progression after I do this. I don't understand the goal. Because there's no drop-offs there. Or any of these. But there wasn't the other ones. It has me stumped. Oh, okay. That is something I didn't think about. I assume I shouldn't drop down there. Not yet, at least. Oh no. That solves a problem. Now, is this pit safe? It looks safe enough. Now I'm wondering if I should have, because I saw something bigger from the other side. I'll go for it. Let's go and check. Now I know the solution, all the enemies are dead, so it should be simple enough. down there and jump down there, go around, yada yada. I really do wonder how they connect these worlds, like these game worlds, these locations, these levels, whatever you want to call them, inside of the actual like level system, if you know what I mean. Must be quite intriguing. Actually, I don't need to go through this. I could just go down the thing. Yes, okay. There we go. If I jump down here... Alright, so there's nothing to lose. Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure. Also, I just realized there's no way I'm actually making it to... what's it called? To the end of Fair Missoula today. I'm way too tired. I didn't change from mode. Whatever. Ah, it's one of these. Okay. Turtle. Oh, and I get the repulse. Lovely. I was about to ask why was the beast like quivering, but there's my answer. Alrighty. Okay, cute little dungeon. We shall continue now. Oh yeah, let's get the boss that I remembered. I've said the Hermit Merchant or the other one? Nomadic one. I'll check the Hermit one. Should be easy enough, regardless. Pretty sure it's this one. Let me get all of my spells back as well. Okay, I forgot about this guy. At least I thought it was this guy. Right. Yeah, it was this guy. Lovely. Now we've done every single boss in this area. Okay. Glad I didn't forget. Yeah, I guess my plan of playing a lot longer was not happening. How do I have this race? Okay. So assume this is cleared out for us, right? Yeah, it seems like it was cleared mostly. That was a useless item. Wait, people complain that I guess I have to go from the top. But people complain that in the base game, in the DLC, right? That we have the issue of, oh, so many random items scattered, you do all this exploration and get bollocks. And the base game is exactly the same. And in DLC you just get weapons that are cool that you can use and fight the enemies. But like, yeah. I would say the visuals are better in the DLC by a decent amount. Ah, you didn't die. Those guys usually die from one riposte. That's a surprise. I believe this is where I did the Hoslo quest line. Bit dungeon here. Somewhere. Okay, spirits. I got this items from this selection, so that's the concentrated snowfields. But now we need the second part of the Halextra medallion. Should take a little bit. Alright. Yeah, this is the general direction where I saw a merchant.
Customer, well.
Because you're in Nordia, buddy. Like, of course it's gonna be a while. Ah, Vagabond set. I see no reason for you to put the Vagabonds up this far into the game, but sure. How pretty. How pretty. Not looking forward to that area at all. You can say I'm not a big fan of Melania. Speaking of Melania, do I have frost spots? I still haven't got those. Hopefully we get those before then. I also now have to look up where. Okay, so to my knowledge, one of the bosses at least should require this. And there's also like, was it the golden epitaph? Yes, flashlights. I'm medium, yeah. That is indeed interesting. There appears to be potential for a boss battle. Okay. Okay. Jesus! Hey, I'm buffing. What is that damage? Oh, we're in the cringe part of the game where the damage numbers are just ridiculous. This is gonna be depressing. Not a big fan. Okay. Oh yeah, and it's not night, so the boss is only... Oh, it is night. So be a nice boy, and then we come back. I rolled, but whatever. Luckily, we have solutions. To problems like the death ride bird. Everybody bloody likes the death ride birds. That's why we have solutions, which is basically one-shotting them. With proper buffs, I could have probably done it. Need the holy damage increase, the holy scorpion charm, and the whole kit and caboodle. Realistically though, I could not be asked to prepare for that. I believe this is one of the ones that fights back. I'm curious because I do not see how I'm supposed to knock you down. Oh, what do I even level now? I guess this is not the one that I was thinking of. there's the Halleck tree. Lovely little structure. That is indeed fine. Two rooms, and it's a 5 and a 10. 3, and it's a 4 and a 5 out of 10. What a gold mine, though. Absolute stinginess. I guess I am doing Castle Soul, which I didn't have in mind, but we'll make do. And I'm actually approaching an hour, which is way more than I expected to spend. On the mountaintops, down. Buddy, can you like... You know... Bloody annoying bird. Yeah, sound bright. There's definitely stuff happening over there. But for now, that is not our concern. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo! One ability cost kills me. How bullshit is this balancing, bro? Genuinely, what is this nonsense? Oh my goodness. Mind you, I have like a bunch of defense. It's like half of my build. I don't even know. Holy, no, I do fire damage. Flasks. You flew over it. Okay, Luden Zollen. Because that did not hit you for whatever reason. And that one did. Okay. Can I No, I can't summon Tish. Nah, bro. That is despicable. At least let me use Tish. Okay. Well, the kitties are out. You were ready to jump me? Shouldn't have been ready to jump me. Alright. Let's figure this place out. This reminds me of Stormvale. Just like Stormvale. Toppled with a broken... status effect. Just like intended, I guess. Can I open this? No. Can I open this? No. They're not gonna fall inside. Oh, great sun, frigid son of souls, surrender yourself to the eclipse, grant life to the soulless bound. The eclipse should hell. Lovely. Not of much use, but hey. Perfectly valid shortcut. It saved me like seconds. Okay, sniper makes sniper face. Well, this seems more interesting. Let's dance, buddy. Oh my god, bro, the damage is insane. First of all, that combo is genuine bullshit. He extends it 3 fucking times. That's first of all. Second of all, why the fuck does he do damage? Like, genuinely, what is with this game? You step into this area and everything one-shots you. Meanwhile, literally the area before this, nothing. Comparatively, like... It's just so terrible. Oh my fucking god, bro. Oh my fucking god. Ay, 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 ay. And people complain about Dark Souls 2 supposed gank squads. You know this shit exists. Get bullied, bitch. Oh! That's where the boss battle is, I suppose. Well, if I can activate a sensible shortcut to it, I'd be more than happy to go for him. Well, he isn't that far. I can just run past everything there and just go get him, but... Well, thank you for only offering me the most useful of rewards, game. I have like a billion of those butterflies, bro. Actually, how many of them do I have? 58. Why am I gonna need... When am I gonna need 58 innocent fucking butterflies, bro? Or fan daggers, like even more daggers that are fans of something. Who the fuck is teleporting? You're just beautiful. Okay. Yeah, no, I totally agree. This is just like Stormveil if it was designed horribly. Hello, buddy. Ah, painting. That is grand. Hold on. Oh my god. Just the assortment of the most annoying of all enemies. Just drop down, buddy. Going away. That is a decision. I love how he gains hyper armor after removing his shield. Because that's sensible, right? Like, once he removes his shield, that gives him the hyper armor. Naturally, right? Like, obvious. Like, that's how it works. That's the only sensible thing, right? Like, when should we give hyper armor to this enemy? Oh, I know. It's when he lowers his shield, which should give him the ability to block better. That's the best timing, right? Naturally. But it's the only thing that makes sense. Well, thank you, Mr. Lead Game Designer. You're a genius. I saw it there. That is the entrance. I guess I just missed that item. Zero reason to get it. Wonderful. So I killed the puppies and went straight. So let's check this side. Actually, kitties. Lions are felines. Not canines. That is indeed my mistake. Right, that will take you to the boss. The only thing left is to kill that one knight that is a dickhead to me. And finish off that line. I don't feel particularly compelled to rest before this boss fight. I feel like I can take it on with this, with as much healing as I currently possess. But I'm not sure. I'll check that out later. I didn't jump down there, she just went this way. Where's a good looking ass motherfucker? So what is the reason for me to come here? The mid-talisman I'm never gonna use. Isn't that brilliant? There's so much time on this game. Yeah, I might be complaining a little bit too much, aren't I? It is my decision after all to do this. I did not need to. Especially considering how much stuff I have to do afterwards. Of course it's rats. Rather useless. And that pays me back for the rune art that I previously got, and then this should be the entire thing. All things considered. Church of the Eclipse. And next up is the boss. Okay, just because of the boss being annoying, I'm going to try a strategy. If I can find a consumable. We don't need to craft it. But if I do need to craft it, I don't have the crafting material. So let's check again if I have it. Is it considered a crafting material? Oh, I guess I don't have it. That's a shame, I wanted to use the strategy. Yeah, I don't seem to have it. Okay. Well, let's speed pass through this and get to the boss. Currently busy, I apologize that I must rush. But let's make it fair, hey buddy? Go get him, Tish. Oh, Tish was not necessary. There we go. We took him out. Really not a fan. I'll get this to 40. Might as well. I hate myself for like being compelled to do this. I knew there was nothing there, bro. I literally knew. But no, I have to go and check. I hate these devs sometimes, bro. But that's about it for Castle Soul. Thank you. Lord Mikla, forgive me. The sun had not been swallowed, our prayers were lacking, your comrade remains soulless. I would never set my eyes upon it now, your divine Halictree. And there it is, the divine Halictree. The worst dungeon in the game, probably. So, like, what is the point of this, bro? Unless we're just talking about the reused assets. Okay. Alrighty. No, there's just no benefit to this whatsoever. Lovely, just a waste of time. Well, we did the Halictree, we did this Castle Soul. And I finally got the achievement for Niall. Despite fighting him multiple times on rando runs and modded runs, this is the first time I actually get the achievement, which is funny. One of the very few I'm missing. I'm missing for the medallions, talismans, spells, and the Ronnie ending, which somehow. That should be easy to resolve. I guess I'll just switch the setups then. Where's your leader, buddy? Yes, always wonderful. Where the fuck is the boss? There you are, buddy. Ah, Golden Vow overrides it. To know. I thought you were gonna be a boss. Who would have guessed? Not a boss after all. Alright, so you can cross the bridge to get to there. I would like to acquire Silent Prince. I should also visit Garang, my dear friend. And also, we should be seeing our dear friend, the Gold Mask and Corn, somewhere around here. I wonder what is dying. Oh, this is gonna take a while before I even get it.
Where did you go?
Ah, I got you. Yes.
Promise me when we turn 14, we go to see the stars.
I got you, honey. I just need to find a site of grace so I can equip it. Actually, no, I can equip it right now. I'm stupid. Never mind. I got you, love. I got you, love. Do not worry about us. Where are you, love? There's your sister.
You're finally here. No time to waste. Let's see the stars.
Ah, you two are so cute. The Primal Glintstone Blade. I assume there's nothing much to these ruins other than that. Little side quest. That there seems like something I should check. Ah, there's Gold Mask. That's right. The ever brilliant prick. Well, dearie, what do you have for me?
Nice to see you. I can't believe you've come all this way.
Studying contagions.
I've been gripped by a terrifying thought. The rhythms and calculus of the Master's finger betray a suspicion of the holism of the Golden Order, a conceit, I am afraid, that cannot be overlooked. Oh, but how could this be? I dread to even entertain the possibility. Somehow, I cannot cast aside my doubts about the Master. Tell me, have I simply lost my only... If, why would he think to breach this forbidden mount of fire? Oh, Master, dispel these fearsome thoughts. I want to place my trust in you. Do you need something else?
Oh, that was useless. Ooh, number 9. There is something useful from these birds. I should probably go more to discover this, but there should be like a boss around here, so let's go for that first. That looks like scary parkour that I'm gonna have to do. For an item that I'm never gonna use. I can already smell it, bro. Let me take a gander. Yeah, definitely looks like parkour that's like meant to be done. This tree looks... well... well, That was quick. Didn't even get to experience its wonderful homage. Now, I know there's a trick to you to do this, right? So like I know the trick. Trick is to use this, but I am going to need more mana. Right, so I don't know, so we gotta figure out from which. No, okay. It's from one of these. This one seems kind of apt. Nope. Huh. Could it breathe from this? No. But I'm not keen on risking death. But maybe it's from the other side. From there, right? It's from there, alright. I was LARPing a bit too much. Is that crossing? Is there anything else here that I missed? May have missed? I do have to admit this route is a little bit cornerballish that I'm taking. I feel like I could have missed a lot of stuff, but let's check the corroborate, I guess. Oh my god, no, bro. Oh my god, no. What? Why did my torrent just sprint forward? What is he doing, bro? Oh my goodness. This fucking mount is atrocious. And look where... Oh, Lord. Ah. The amount of time wasted by this is just preposterous. Luckily the Tibia Mariner is dead, so I don't have to deal with the summons, and I can actually recheck this area properly, I guess. Trying to find a silver lining, I guess. Quads. What a waste of time. And I need to use another one of these. And my 5th death this stream. Just atrocious, man. All of that waste of time. And for what? Torrent malfunction. Yeah, the handling of this mount is just abhorrent. Not gonna get too annoyed. Do my best to stay calm. It's the only logical solution here. And this technically gets me back to where I want it to be, so it's not that major of a loss anyways, and I'll endure it. It is rather frustrating though. Wonder if there's like a mini dungeon around here. That is just silly. Like, honestly, this does seem purposeful. But like, what the purpose is just probably to just get down there from the top. So that is technically useless. Okay. Need to go check that tower. Well, that like kills the progress. We're not an hour 20 minutes and haven't done anything. Well, not anything, but like anything of a note. Like majority of the stuff is just nothing. Realistically, we did one dungeon. I had one dungeon, one castle. Is that it? There's some more ruins, one dungeon here, one castle, and like a archery boss. That is just pitiful pacing. And I was thinking, oh, there's the sided race that I needed. Good of you to show up. Taker's cameo might not be necessary as a talisman to use at the moment. The feeling I'm getting out of it is actually pretty bad. Let me check again. It's not terrible. Helps with sustain during exploration. Hmm. There we go. All right. All right. Falling snow marks something unseen. Huh. I'll check the rest of this first. Unless they were referencing the staircase. That I took, kind of. Staircase, I'm not sure if this is staircase or not. There usually isn't people up here. Bounding a rain of stars. Someone would love that. Also, I'm pretty sure that spell is like utterly terrible. Ah, saves me something. Okay, so logistically, this is a done area. A little bit too far from this angle. Yeah, I can get it. Ah. Worth. Okay. I believe there is a site of grace around here somewhere. But my belief isn't always to be trusted with everything. That one prick is chasing me. Tirelessly, it seems. Okay, buddy, like, what are we doing? There, you served your purpose, God. Waste of time and life. Like, I don't understand. What do you even have to gain from that? Just like running at me from Narnia. Right, this is on the way, so probably shouldn't do this. I should go get that. It's actually over there. Huh. 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 Right. So hold on. Okay, fine. Let's just do the jail boss. The Lord Contenders Ever Jail. Or Mountaintops might be 2 fucking episodes. Just sit a little bit longer. Nice, got him. Easier than I thought, to be fair. Well, that armor is probably worse, but I kind of want to get it. It looks kind of cool. Let's see the stats of it. Yeah, it's weaker, but hey. It's me in medium load, which means I can drop that for something else. You know, so... like a ritual sword or something. I should have actually been using that for a while now. Like is such a cool character. Hello Anna, how's it going? Well, overall pretty well, but like, I expected myself to do this much faster than I'm doing it. So, it's taking a bit. I feel like I haven't accomplished nearly as much as I expected to. It's like 1 hour and 30 minutes so far, and I'm not where I want to be in terms of this area. So like, it's gonna take a bit. Also, congratulations on the 3 watch streak. It's not that it sucks, by the way. It's not that I'm yeah, I was low key. I wanted to like play the game earlier, right? Then I ended up starting the stream. My plans today have gone completely haywire. So like, the plan for today was get up, go to the gym early, early, right? Go to the gym early. After I finish going to the gym early, right, I would go over to my girlfriend's, we would order some food, and then watch a film. What ended up happening is I ended up going to the gym later, and then my girlfriend decided we're gonna make pasta instead of ordering. Mind you, I'm completely fine with that. The pasta we make is always exceptional, and I just enjoy it so much. And because she was making the pasta, I was basically left to chill. And while that was happening, I watched an episode of The Blacklist, the TV show I'm watching. I was watching with her, and then she stopped. So I watched an episode, and then that turned into 2 episodes at her place. And then the story got really intriguing, so I kept watching. And I am basically almost at the end of the 3rd season. Mind you, last week I was like first half of the 2nd season. And each season has like 22 episodes. So, because of that, I started to stream much later. So it is what it is.
Shall I share them with you? In Marika's own words, hark, brave warriors. Hark, my lord Godfrey. We commend your deeds. Guidance hath delivered ye through each ordeal to the place ye stand. Put the giants to the sword and confine the flame atop the mount. Let a new epoch begin. An epoch brandish the Elden Ring for the age of the Erdtree. We're almost the flame of ruin lies just ahead. I'm glad it was you I traveled with. I must tender my thanks to Torrent, too. Thank you, Torrent. Please continue.
Oh yeah, no, like I completely enjoyed my day. Like, don't misunderstand that part. The day was lovely. Like I had a lot of fun. The gym was great. Felt really good in the gym. So that was awesome. Hanging out with my girlfriend's really good. She's kind of ill at the moment. Not that ill, but like she has a little bit of a fever and feels a little bit weak. So we couldn't, hang out that much. She wanted to sleep afterwards. Oh my god, not the lobsters, bro. Oh my god. Yo, I am not having fun today. Genuinely not having fun today. Holy fucking shit. Everything one-shots you. Like, look at that damage, bro. Like, genuinely. I am so close to, like, fully committing to a tank build and just cheesing everything at this point. It's that bad. Like... Like, my goodness, bro. Mind you, these guys are giving me so much less runes than the previous area we were in, where enemies were doing so much less damage. Like, explain the logic to me there, like, genuinely. Yo, Borealis, can we lock in? Is it even worth it to kill? Literally no, but like, I specifically decided to not play the game that way. You had fun? Nice. Oh my. You mistimed that. You see what I mean? Like that's their difficulty in this endgame area. Everything one-shots you. Go have fun. Like, okay, buddy. Like the idea in my my brain, right? Their idea of endgame is you can one-shot the bosses, they can one-shot you. That's kind of what their idea is. So you're basically kind of forced into this quote-unquote glass cannon-y build. Even though defense is strong, it's like, I feel like it's just so not fun compared to everything else, you know? And I was genuinely thinking today about what I'm gonna play next. And I was going back and forth between the DLC, different game, yada yada, and now I'm just like, going through this is just making me not want to go through the DLC, and today I was like excited for the DLC. So that feels really sad to me, you know? Like, I was just getting positive about going through the DLC, you know what I mean? And then this happens. Where is Roger's rapier? No, the DLC is way more fun. Like, it's way more fair, in my opinion. I like the DLC a lot more. The only, like, unfair thing about the DLC is the final boss. Everything else is pretty fair. So... that's where Seppuku is. Nice. But yeah, no, this in-game, like, after this, right, we have Fair Missoula, which is really similar to this, in terms of that, and then we have the Halleck Tree, which is where Melania is, which is way worse. It has no unique enemies, so there's nothing actually for you to be excited to fight, right? There's literally nothing for you to be excited to fight. It just feels awful, mind you. It has... so much enemy spam that is ridiculous, and everything does 1 billion damage. That's the Halleck Tree. It's optional, right? However, I need to do it, basically. So, it's gonna be not fun. Because my goal with this playthrough, in general, was to get all achievements. That was kind of the motivation behind it. And the last things that I need, the last spells, the last... talismans, all of that is in the DLC. Yeah, buddy, can we, like, hurry up? Melania is gonna be fine. I'm gonna cheese her. I'm not in the least bit worried about Melania. That's the benefit of having good knowledge of the game, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm definitely a binger of TV shows. Like, if I get into a TV show I really like, I definitely want to binge it. And Blacklist has been that for me at the moment. And they did something crazy, which is like killing one of the main characters. And that's where like the weakness of binging TV shows comes in. It's like, I know the TV show is going to have 10 seasons, right? The TV show is going to have 10 seasons. I know that. And I know for how many episodes the main character that died right now is going to be in for. So it kind of like lowers the suspense, you know what I mean? Bones? I'm pretty sure Netflix has Bones. Or if you don't want to pay for it, I can give you the pirated link for a website. Oh, okay, fair. Yeah, that's stupid, isn't it, right? About Netflix, that certain areas get certain stuff. It's so cringe. I don't Google it. It's just that I like to know if I like an actor, right? I like to go to the IMDb page of the TV show, and I like to look at, you know, if I've seen them in anything else and what else they acted in. And I obviously absolutely fucking adore James Spader as Raymond Reddington. He is just amazing. Brilliant actor. So I looked up the other stuff he was in, and he's basically there for every episode, but his co-star, which is also main character Megan Boone, isn't. Right? She's in like 40 odd episodes less than him. So not naturally, right, that means she dies off or gets removed from the show or whatever, you know? Yeah. So like he's in like 200 episodes or 220, and she's in like 180-ish, right? So I know for a fact that she isn't dead currently, even though they buried her body. So I'm just like thinking, oh, how are they gonna bring her back? You know, rather than thinking, oh my god, what is gonna happen now? Like, what's going to do with the show? Yada yada, you know. So that does feel bad to me, right? I don't like that feeling particularly, but it's something that like you don't get the benefit of when you're watching the show, you know, weekly as it's coming out. You know what I mean? And that's like really interesting to think about. Like that aspect of, I think it's either entropy or enthalpy or something like that, are the actual terms for it. But it's like how a piece of media, a book, a TV show, a movie, a song, whatever, feels different to people depending on the state they were in when they watched it or how they consumed it. So like, if I'm reading a book in a really comfy chair with a really nice cup of tea, right, I'm going to be overall more pleasant towards the experience than if I was doing the same thing in like a really uncomfortable chair, you know, thirsty. You know what I mean? So like that to me in particular is interesting. And on top of that, like with that, obviously, like I gave you a pretty silly example of, you know, sitting in a different chair. But like, let's say you're reading a book. Let's say you're reading a book where somebody is dealing with grief, loss of a child, for example. And that's obviously going to hit you differently if you have recently lost a child than if you haven't. Right, so like naturally that's going to feel different. Also, if you're reading a book and you basically, like you said, kind of binge the book in like one sitting, that's going to have you feel differently than if you read the book over a longer period of time, having everything like settle in your head. You know what I mean? So that is kind of what I'm referencing. You know, it's like the way you consume any form of art is going to influence, and your mental state at the time is going to influence your experience of that art. Where's the snail? Or do I need to kill you guys first? There we go. Let's say I'm sad and listen to a song, I can interpret it differently than when someone isn't sad and listen to it. Exactly, exactly. I have a perfect like example of that song, which is I guess it's a funny example when I tell you, right? But like, I watched the TV show How I Met Your Mother. It's one of my favorite TV shows, right? And here's from here. And sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, and that song is like a really nice, happy-go-lucky song for me. Me and my girlfriend love singing it all the time and stuff like that. However, it reminds me of the ending of How I Met Your Mother, which always makes me emotional. How I Met Your Mother is like the first TV show that made me cry, which is really funny. You know, it's the first TV show to make me like shed a tear. And it's for the stupidest of reasons. But yeah, and it's quite funny in that way. That like that song, if I'm in the mood, if I'm in a sad mood, it can remind me of something really sad, despite the song being like really happy-go-lucky itself. And then it can make me a little bit emotional if I get to those feelings. You know what I mean? But that's perfectly what I'm trying to say. That's the beauty of art. Like interpreting it in so many different ways based on your mood, your setting, like everything, literally. That's the beauty of it, in my opinion. Like it just like, it's wonderful how, not just that, but like how many different people can interpret a piece of art differently. It's so brilliant. It's so brilliant. I always just love telling the story of when I was in Florence and I was in front of the painting, The Birth of Venus. I don't know if you're familiar with the painting. But the painting itself is not as important. But like, it's the first time ever in my life I felt the actual feeling of losing my breath, if you know what I mean. You know, when something is breathtaking and stuff like that. That's the first time I've genuinely felt it. It's like I genuinely felt standing there in front of it, how I was losing my breath, how I forgot to breathe. And yeah, that feeling is genuinely always stuck with me. That feeling of being so enamored by a song that I lost my breath. Not a song, sorry, you said song, so by a piece of art. You know? That like something could make me feel so much, and standing in front of me makes me like forget to breathe. That is like really deep in my opinion. Like I that moment, you know? It's like so I kind of want to say humbling, but it's not just about that, right? It's so much more. It's so much more than humbling you. It's just, it makes you feel human, you know? And that's why you like fully understand. It also adds to that, you know, you fully understand the term that people use, you know, and what people say. Like, it makes you understand why people say this is breathtaking. Because you actually genuinely feel your breath being taken away. And on top of that, right, it's not just even that. It's like you're connecting at that moment with every single person who has felt a similar feeling to you. Because you're experiencing a similar feeling. Rather than just like experiencing the similar thing, you're experiencing the similar feeling. Potentially for a different thing, right? Like you said it's music, so maybe you at some point in your life, right, you heard a song that left you in a point where you are literally breathless listening to it and so enamored in the moment and the feeling. You know what I mean? And I completely agree with everything you said there. I just read up. Or caught up, sorry. Yeah, listening to the lyrics or listening to the music itself or the harmony or the instrumentals, the voice, like there's so much stuff you can enjoy about a song. Like my favorite song, I don't even care about the lyrics. I care about how the song makes me feel, for example, you know? Which is like makes me feel alive in a sense, like the amount of energy and passion in the song, the moment when the chorus hits, it's just so enamored, you know? And yeah, I totally understand, like when you look at a painting you just feel at peace. You feel serenity. Like that's so special, you know? And that's why to me art is like the most important thing. Like it's the way humans connect with each other, you know, and it's so much more important than anything material in a way. You know, the feeling itself. Personally, when I was in a rough time a few years ago, I used to walk for hours in the forest dunes and just look at leaves go over the ground, etc. And feeling grounded in a way. Yeah. I mean, I completely understand that, right? Like you feel in touch with humanity, and you know, it makes you feel real. You know, like a real human being, which is like that type of feeling is just it's uniquely human. You know, it's uniquely human. It's what makes us human beings. It's what makes us unique. It's what makes this fleeting experience real, you know? It's definitely rich. It's definitely rich. Like, as is... Oh, wait, I can probably jump in. As is me whinging about Elden Ring and poor boss scaling. That, too, is about a similar thing, you know? It's a piece of art, you know? Some person who also played this game or a different game can have a similar experience or a feeling and can share it. That's why, like, I feel like video games are like like this type of video game, right? Which is like a quote unquote playthrough type video game, not like a multiplayer, co-op, PvP, whatever, right? It gives you a unique shared experience of like connecting to either the story, connecting to the characters, connecting to the feeling of being inside of the world, the gameplay, and like it's wholly unique to the person that was there, right? Like, for example, you plan on playing this game, right? But your plan is to use a completely different build than one I have in mind, right? So naturally, when you end up playing the game, the way you're naturally going to play the game, right, is going to be different. So when we discuss the game, you're going to have a completely different experience of the game than the one I'm having right now. And mind you, this experience I'm having right now is completely fundamentally different than the feeling I had during my original playthrough. You know? And I just read that you said the games are also art. I think games are definitionally art. I wonder, like, I have like there's a podcast I love watching, right? It's a group of friends talking about media, mostly film, right, and TV shows, and it's mostly popular media. So like your Star Wars, your MCU, you know, and stuff like that, right? And there was a video where they responded to another guy, and a lot of the podcast was about them discussing what is art, you know, and what does it mean that something is artful? What does it mean to be good? What does it mean for the art to be good and stuff like that? And that discussion is so deep and always like prevails with me, you know. And it's like, if you ask people for definitions of certain things, you can easily get an answer, right? I can ask you right now, like, to define heat, warmth, coffee, you know, any word like that. But like, if I was to ask you to define art, you would probably struggle, right? And I feel like your definition of it would most definitely like differ from mine or anybody's, you know, that we know. And that truly is the beauty in it all, you know. If you're interested in watching the podcast episode I'm talking about, I can send it to you. Just so you know, they meander a lot, and the episode is quite long. But it took me like, I don't know, like a couple of months to fully go through it and think it through on my own merit and stuff like that. So I think it's a valuable thing. But that's, you know, I am biased towards it, so. Oh yeah, the reason why I started talking about that podcast, right? Since you said that you say video games are art, right? In my opinion, video games are fundamentally art based on how I define the word art. So I want to ask you basically the same thing, like, how would you define art? Like, what for you is art? You know, I'm interested in that. And then we can continue the discussion about that stuff. Huh. You're probably tired from Resident Evil and I'm asking you really deep and hard questions. So I apologize. Interesting. I feel like we have similar definitions. I'll tell you mine in a second once I stop fighting off every enemy. So like the way I like to define it, right, is twofold, right? It is anything, not just man-made, that can invoke a feeling or that is meant to invoke a feeling, right? So those are two things, right? Because, for example, something, right, can be made, but it doesn't actually invoke a feeling in you. But the goal of it was to invoke a feeling, right? So, like, and feeling is such a, you know, loose word in a way, right? Like, what is a feeling, right? Like, is indifference a feeling itself, you know? Such a deep discussion. What am I doing? Bro, this guy is just like a PvP maniac. Gotcha, bitch. So yeah, like I was saying, art is like a really deep term, you know, and there's like so much you can discuss about it. Like I said, is anything man-made, right, that can invoke a feeling, art, right? If somebody makes a fire hydrant with the sheer purpose for it to, you know, stop a fire, does that count as a piece of artwork, right? Because, like, if you go to a museum or an art gallery or whatever, you are going to see a fire extinguisher, like the thingy, right? And then, but that's not going to consist of art, right? You're not there in the exhibit for it. But it is built, and it does have a purpose to, like, evoke a feeling in you. And the feeling it wants to invoke in you is, like, this is really important. This can save you from danger, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. It's not a somber one. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for a somber one because I already had the non-somber ones. Oops. Ah, DD just died. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Is like, that's where it like I like the definition, right? Like it's one like I said, it's one I share, the one you gave me. Where did this prick go? Whatever. My granddad is obsessed with trains. It brings him so much happiness. It might not make everybody feel something, but I think there's something for everybody. Yeah. That's what I'm kind of trying to say. Is like the definition basically like allows you to say that everything is art. Right? Like where do we stop from saying that something is art? Because you, for example, make the cutoff that it has to be man-made, right? But like, there's a definition that there's like a loosey-goosey, right? Like way to define it, where like. Okay, buddy, what are you doing? Annoying. That was funny, I'm not gonna lie. Also, that is a huge hand. Oh, you've seen nothing. There's actually a bigger one in the DLC. And a grosser one. That was a big hand, but I expected it to drop something because it's so unique. Dropped nothing. No, at least. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, for example, right, like, majority of people think AI art is not actual art. We don't like it, etc., 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 right? But, like, it can still invoke a feeling. It can still make somebody feel something. Whether it be happiness, etc., etc., etc. So, like, would that also be art, in a way, you know? What am I trying to say? Well, basically, right? AI art can make people feel things, and the AI and the stuff that the AI is feeding off of can be made by it is made by humans, not can be made, right? You get what I mean? So, like, it technically still fits your definition. It is man-made. Man made the AI. Man made the art based off which the AI was taught. And then the AI just generated the thing, you know what I mean? So it's kind of complex in that way as a discussion. I mean, you're saying it cannot be unique, but there's a lot of art pieces that aren't wholly unique, that are iterative. Like, I don't know if you know this, but like a lot of imagery and character work from Elden Ring and Dark Souls and everything Fromsoftware has made has had heavy influence from Berserk, the manga. Like, really heavy influence. Like, there's whole weapons, character sets, character arcs, designs, everything that is basically one-to-one. You know? Like, art is inherently iterative. Like, there's a lot of art pieces that are just not unique. Or wholly unique. There's like, especially right now, it's like very small likelihood stuff will be wholly unique right now. With like how many hundreds and thousands of years since it's been. No, but like I'm telling you is like, what do you mean by unique? Let's go from there then. Also, if you're too tired to have this conversation, I don't mind. Because you did say you played for 7 hours of Resi 9. Okay, I got another question. It's a bit of a hypothetical. It's a hypothetical question. Let's say you saw a piece of art, right? You had no clue whether or not it was AI, right? And let's say you loved it. It invoked feelings in you. It reminded you of stuff in your own life. It made you re-experience things you already experienced, etc., right? Would you still brand it AI or art? In the context that you don't know whether or not it was made by AI. I hope I phrased my question well enough. How many of these giant hands are? Also, like, what is the point of this area? Like, am I supposed to find something? Like, that seems like certain death, and like, I don't see anything in this guy's mouth. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. No, I agree, but what I'm trying to get at there is like, would you call it art if you didn't know it was AI? Because if you would, then your definition isn't sufficient there. That's kind of my point. This hand is just crazy. Doesn't drop anything and barely gives you souls. Weird. You would call it art afterwards, after what? Sorry, I misunderstand what you're trying to tell me here. Sorry. It might be too late for us to be having this conversation, but I still have stuff to do in Elden Ring before I can end the stream, so I gotta keep yapping so I don't pass out. There certainly has to be something here, bro. Like, I've been going around here and I'm not finding anything. A lot of somber 7s. That's big. Okay, it's the Crimson World tier. We found it. Yeah, we're going around like this here. type of thing. I mean, this is where the boss is, like in this little field, but I thought there would be more here. Oh my god, I almost fell off the map. How do they make noise if they don't have a mouth? That is an interesting question. I feel like we need our top scientist on this. Oh, right. I got it. Sign language. You're welcome. I solved the problem. Shush. Do not question it. I gave you a perfectly valid answer. Just be happy. She goes, signing, which is nerd. I mean, I personally don't have a major issue with generative AI. I think it can be useful to do some stuff that is just mostly menial. But I obviously value physical, like not physical art, but like, you know, handmade stuff, I guess would be the best term. More, personally. But yeah. But yeah, I personally don't mind use of generative AI for small stuff, you know, like removing backgrounds or making small tweaks to an already existing photo or, you know, stuff like that that is genuinely menial. And like, mostly could be done through Photoshop if you have the adequate skills and experience, I'd say. Alright. I got one question. There's like a little dungeon here. And do you want to go for the boss or do you want to do that little mini dungeon? It's the last thing to do in this area. So it's the boss and the mini dungeon. I don't really mind which one you want to go for first. I agree, but can you answer the question? Do you want to go for the major boss, or do you want to do the little side dungeon, which is somewhere around here, right? I forgot. And go to the dungeon. Gotcha. I think it's like that. I think from here would be the best. There is a delay. I love tilting you. No, I completely agree. I mean, research is obviously best on, you know, on your own. But I do feel like it's like... it's just a part of this set that I'm using. Like, it's just what goes along with the set. Because this area is, like, super difficult and I need more defense. Just TLDR. I really wish there was an option in this game where you could hide helmet. In Neo, there's an option. In Wolong, there's an option. In The Witcher, I believe there's like an option in every single bloody game besides fucking this one. Like, no, you have to wear the ugly fuck ass helmet. The lore, the realism. As I have a fucking hand running at me, like, buddy, I'm good. War against the giant champions, battle of trolls betray, fire wine pierce the air, the earth begun. Alright. More hands, yay! I love how these guys hate fire and our weapon is fire. And a bunch of spitting sevens is always good. It's one of the harder ones to come by. I don't hate it, it's fun. Oh my god, why did you crawl under? Come here. I love that they drop a +7. That's actually really big. Like, in the DLC, we're gonna use a lot of different weapons, and we have 24 +7s. It's really good. Saves us a bunch of money. Alright, just checking if there's anything we missed. So how long? It's gonna be about like 2 hours 30, 2 hours 40 for the entirety of the mountaintops. Which isn't bad, but I expect it to be way quicker. I just forgot how the bullshit the area is, to be frank with you, Anna. Yeah, you did mention that. But like, you mentioned it like that you weren't sure, but it was most likely going to be that. Which is really unfortunate. I hope it helps you and Storm both work on yourselves, like individually, and like helps you grow as people that like time apart, and that you both of you, you know, like mature, you know, and that your relationships also matures during that time, because that would obviously be flame protect me. Ah, lovely. And I hope it's like, you know, healthy for both of you guys, and it ends up being like a positive experience. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Never mind. You think it's gonna do opposite? Well, you never know. Sometimes the thing that people need is some time apart. And like both of you met each other when you were really, really young. So like you weren't exactly fully developed as your own people, you know? And it's definitely something you guys need to work on. Oh, it's back. Stream crashed. What? It took a while to hook. Wait, is the stream still live or like what happened? Yeah, works now. Good. Luckily, the recording is irrelevant of that, you know, so we're good. Oh, nice. Now, do I go down or do I go to the left? Let's test the left because this thing's here. Okay, lovely. But yeah, I hope it helps you guys overall. I mean, naturally, I'm gonna hope for the best for you guys. So. Ah, fuck. I did see the light source, but not where it's leading. If you're brushing teeth, go for it. But there's also this, right? Another maze, bro. Okay, at least this one's going down. Right. Just a big pillar. Right, it activates this. Okay. Oh. Somewhere a heavy door open. That's good to know. Hmm. Don't exactly have a good way of getting up there, though. So this was a little bit of a risky and silly play. Whee. So far, so good. Doesn't seem to be a particularly difficult dungeon so far. Pretty long staircase. Okay, and that leads me back to this. And what if I take the other staircase? Or ladder. This is not a staircase. Probably the same thing, just from the other side, but do want to check just in case. Weird. It does seem like a drop though. Surprised there's no stair. There's ladder there. Surprised there's no ladder there. Okay. Maybe I was wrong. That's the drop that I just looked at. Ooh, giant seed, no? Contemplate staircase on a ladder, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm like, this is not a staircase, this is a ladder. Just busy arguing with my own self what a word is, you know? This dungeon is surprisingly enjoyable. It's not as difficult as the other heroes' graves. Most of them are like insufferable. This is just pretty leisurely. So far at least. I remember going once to this dungeon before I found out about the light gimmick, because I didn't do the other one in Altus. And I got basically instantly killed and couldn't do damage. So I was just like, bro, fuck off. I don't like this, I don't want to play this. Keep forgetting to order a new pillow. It's been more than a week now. Why do you need a new pillow? You're saying that like I should know you need a new pillow, like. It would make sense that you would be reminded in bed you need a new pillow. That kind of follows. I'm not surprised by that information. Like at all. Okay, this dungeon was surprisingly enjoyable. Let's see if the boss is as well. It's not gonna be enjoyable. I've already done so many of these. Oh. Nah, I'm trolling. Basically, I sleep on... Oh, nice. Cool drops. Okay, I'm gonna... Do I go and check that one thing that I'm thinking about? Just go check it. It's gonna, like, annoy my brain. Basically, I sleep on 2 pillows and then a big squishmallow. The squishmallow I'm using is a pillow now, is old. So the feeling is bad and makes my neck hurt. So I'm annoyed that I keep forgetting because it hurts my neck. You know. What the fuck do you mean is a squishmallow? Like, well, what is this terminology? What am I doing? I can just teleport. I don't think this is enough to level up, but I'm gonna just use this. I'm still gonna watch my fucking TV show and go fuck. I don't know what you're referring to, like, honestly. Like... No, I could probably know what you... Oh, you're annoying me. I probably know what you're talking about it, but I'm not sure if you're referencing the same thing with the same term. Also, I can't Google it right now. I'm in middle of a dungeon, buddy. Like, hello, looking. Okay, I wanted to check this, if there's anything here. And it's just one item that I didn't need. Okay, cool. Cool. Bro said now, like, lock in. Let me finish this and I will. Look up your marshmallow or whatever the fuck. Okay, yeah. Love that. Jesus Christ. Squishmallow. Oh, it's like a toy. Okay, I get you. I bought my girlfriend a bunch of plushies. I bought her a capybara recently. She loves it. It has a little backpack in the shape of a turtle. It's pretty darn cute. Gotta have check this. Not only did I check it, I got an item. Okay, on to the final boss of this area. We've done everything in mountaintops. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I understand the LARP. Don't worry about it. I could, couldn't I? It is going to decrease the amount of runes I get. I'll probably just fight it myself. Okay, no Asher War. God. Alright, he just does this. I ran into it. I am roll spamming there. I am rolling! Hello! Game! Oh my god. Bro, I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm rolling! Okay, he's getting belt to ass, and I'm not fucking caring. Nah, he just pissed me off. He's getting belt to ass. GG for him. Yeah, I love getting my girlfriend's plushies. It's cute as fuck. And she also got me like a really cute turtle one. It's adorable. Yeah, this is last thing left, so yeah. One button. Yeah, the amount of damage is stupid, but we got him. Don't worry about it. But he's going second phase, now he's gonna get belt class, because he pissed me off. Yeah, true. But like, what do you mean? We literally had Mo go into a second phase last time, and get a cutscene. That eye looks so amazingly cool, bro. I rolled, bro. There we go. That was exhausting. We're gonna get the cutscene for the next area, and then we'll we carry on pretty much. There's a set of gray somewhere here. I know it for a fact. Maybe I'm locked, maybe there isn't. Okay. That's pretty nice. It was pretty, like, that's what, like, 2 hours and 42 minutes to do the entirety of the mountaintops, including Castle Sol, including all the mini dungeons, including Borealis, including Bike, including the Fire Giant himself. So I would say that's pretty decent, almost sub 3 hours to do everything in this area with, like, about 6, or actually 7 deaths, I think. Do not make the joke, Hannah. You're gonna get banned from ever talking to me again. So yeah. Look at this view, by the way. It's genuinely beautiful. And there's the kill of the giants. Forge. Sure, whatever, bro. Whatever you do, don't fall. Yeah. I get the feeling that wouldn't be smart.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair and death. Indiscriminate. Are you prepared to commit a cardinal sin? Very well. Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment.
She's going to use her body as kindling in order to set ablaze and burn down the Earth Tree. So we can go inside of it and become the Elden Lord. Yes, she is.
Burn for the sake of the new Lord. Thank you for guiding me here.
Yeah, the music as well, the visuals, everything.
The one who walks alongside flame shall one day meet the road of destined death. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wonderful. Welcome to crumbling Faramazula. The final area of the game. The Land of Dragons. Almost the entire map is now revealed to us. Yes, we did get a teaser, but now we're here. I need to quickly go and find a site of grace. I want to tie up some loose ends with quest lines real quick. And then I can progress, I guess is the word, to exploring this area next time. Don't worry, I won't do much. I'll just rush to the next set of grades just to look at these visuals, bro. Absolute peak. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's tie up some loose ends. The round table hold is burning now.
You've done it. What use do you have for me? I am a finger reader. I will remain here until their dialogue ends and the fingers speak again. Do
Good night, Anna. I won't be long,
Take
so don't worry.
whatever course seems
Have fun.
most
Good night.
worthy to you. Now you may. You'd force this
I like this armor set. I don't like the helmet, but I do like the... No, I can use this a little bit. It's kind of funny.
Take a look around. Don't worry. I'll continue spiritual, which is why I need your... His roots are sown. He won't last much. His shackle. It's high time he put the rag...
I knew you'd be back. Lay out your arms. Weren't you listening? As I've always said, you came to challenge the demigods and their god. To slay them, and as long as you do, I will always smith your weapons. It is what I wish. To smith a weapon for you to slay a god.
You burned the Erd tree, didn't you? And the Round Table is soon to follow. No need to fret about that. The Round Table hold served to put a tarnish upon the throne of Elden Lord. And if the Erd tree needed to burn for that to happen, then the Round Table must go as well. Ah, I see. So Mikola was with the Lord of Blood after all. That is some fine intelligence indeed. With it, the final clue has been brought into the light. One of the last few pieces, the Round Table. I need to put everything together. As promised, I'll arm the last of the secret rites, known only to me. Oh, so that's where the so-called Lord of Blood was hiding himself, eh? A fitting little squat for that deluded maniac to bleat about the revival of his precious dynasty. While he turns our fellow tarnished into bloody fingers, let him stay there. That way, his delusions will remain as they are, distant and unattainable. But if what I've heard is... my apologies. The information you shared is of great value. As promised, your reward. And it is a wondrous thing indeed. You are a true fellow. All I ask is that you remain constant. Well, I wonder what... If he continues his slumber within the cocoon, all would be well. But perhaps it would be safer to destroy it. Mikola is the one thing that remains a mystery to me. There are 4 more. Mikola of his twin, Luna Prince, and Rani is so here. If you should, I'll trade you for... We both as such. I'll stay at the Round Table for a time. I must learn all that can be taken from this place and sear it into my memory. How could I call myself the All-Knowing if I did any less? The pursuit of knowledge is without end. For knowledge is never a thing complete. Thus, I mean, perhaps the same could be said. Who's to say whether we'll remain who we are once the fight is finished? What do you think? As one who aspires to become Elden Lord,
Where did I want to go? Garang, that's for sure.
My death, my sin, should not be touched by the hand of man. I shall grant thee my claws. Feed me more. I shall grant thee.
Well, that's a cool weapon. I want to check on Bogart. That is funny. Even when I feel like I've scoured everything, done everything, beaten every boss, done every dungeon, I miss random items all around the world. Making a fully complete save is nigh impossible. Okay, I don't have to talk to him then. Okay. Did I miss any other quests? Kenneth is done. Dispatch. Hello, it's useless. Run is completely over. Let's check up on the gold mask. Let's check up on him, and then we should be good. I think here. Because I don't know what else could be a necessity for this quest. What else is left questline wise? Oh, I can also check the pit if anything changed there. Am I going the correct way? I didn't see my ping in the distance. Oh yeah, okay, I'm good. Yeah, so I can check the 3 fingers now that the thing is burned. I can check on Shabrir, I can check this. And that should be it. There's someone to do. Huh. That's weird. I'm pretty sure I got every Tibia Mariner, unless there's some in concentrated snowfields. I'm pretty sure there is one. I'll check the boss list afterwards.
Meister, do you need something else?
Well then. I guess nothing much can be done here then. Okay, next stop is gonna be either Farum or Concentrated Snowfields. Most likely Farum. Right. Capital. There you go.
Go to the door. It will surely.
Burn the earth and make it. Descend in Sigordians. Burn and make it.
It's kinda weird. Well, Farum is next. Unless I want to do the Consecrated Snowfields in that area first. Which I might. That could be an interesting decision. Do that and then only the ending, and then it's gonna be fully feeling like I finished the game, so let's do that. Alright. Thank you for joining. That's gonna be it for today. 148 hours basically, 157 is the level, and we have 2 more areas to go. Concentrated Snowfields and Halleck Tree and Farum Azula, and that's basically it. End of the game. We did everything to the depths, everything on the top world, basically every single quest line, every single side thingy, every boss, that is for sure, up until now. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you. Goodbye. See you in the next one.